Hello everybody, welcome. It is Wreath Wednesday. I am Dawn and this is Wreath Decor by Dawn. Thank you for joining me tonight. Come on in, say hello, tell me where you're from. Alright, so tonight we are going to continue on with the beach theme. Last week I did the ship's wheel, if you remember that, if you were here. If not, the replay is available on both Facebook and my YouTube channel. So I figured before I put all that beach stuff away, I would go ahead and do one more project that I had sitting out. Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Hello. All right, so I got this basket when I went, I believe it was when I went to Carolina Pottery for my Mother's Day shopping trip. It's a pretty thick basket, as you can see. It's pretty deep. It is, I think, 20 inches. Let me double check real quick. Let's see. Let's do it this way. It's easier. It is, I take that back, it is about 17 inches square. Put this back over here. So we are going to do this, and it's probably 4 inches deep. 1, 2, yeah, 4 inches deep. So it's a pretty thick basket. Anyway, we're going to decorate it up. Now, the sign already came inside of it. They put that in there. As you can see, it's screwed into the back of the basket. What I will do, because they did not cover these up, I will take and put some hot glue on this and cover up those screws and the nuts, because I don't want that to scratch anybody's wall or door, and it does stick out. So I will put a little bit of hot glue on that, and that'll give it like a cushion so that it doesn't scratch anybody's wall or door. So it's a metal sign that came inside of it. And then I added this block of foam over here that I covered with sheet moss. If you've never gotten the self-sticking sheet moss, get that. It's really easy to work with. And I just covered the underside and all the sides. I didn't have to really cover this side, the inside, but I did it anyway because I just didn't want to have to mess with it later if any of it was showing. So this covers it up so that it's a finished product. So when they look at it, all they see is that moss from the underside there. Hello, Joshua. How are you, honey? All right, so I glued this in place, and then I used some silver wire to wrap around it to hold it in place. And you can barely see that silver wire. I think it's a 20... I don't remember. It's a really thin wire. It's not the normal 26 gauge. It's thinner than that. So I'm not sure what the gauge on it was. I think I put it back already. Here it is. It is a 30 gauge. I don't know where I got that from, but because I don't normally use that. 26 is about what I use. So anyway, that's what I did with it, okay? So that is all in. So even if the glue were to fail, it's wired in. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fall out. Okay. Hey, Carol, how are you? People are probably wondering why you're calling me Louise. All right, so we've got some ribbons here. We're going to make a bow. We're going to use the same greenery that we used the other day. On Wednesday, I've got some of this different colored fern. It's got the light and the dark green. I have this white filler flower. I don't know what it's called because they don't put names on them. I have some bead grass in 2 different colors, the dark green and the light green. And then we've got this wavy grass here I really like. It just all reminds me of the beach. Well, hello, Roberta from North Carolina. We're at North Carolina. And then again, we have this flower with the ferns and that on it. We're going to pop some of that in since there's only a couple of them left. So the idea is to try and use up as much of this as possible so that I don't have to store it. But we won't be using it all. We may use this little chair. I also got this from the Christmas tree store. So that comes from them. It's a little bit more of a minty color, but I think it'll work. All my other ones are either dark blue or they're just the wrong color for this. So we might use this one. We've got us a little oar, which we might use, which we've got some ribbon here with the oars on it. And then, of course, we've got our starfish. So I've got some mint-colored ones here that'll match. So I've got 3 of those, and then we've got the one that we didn't use last week. And then I've got some scrap pieces over here as well. All right, so we're going to make a bow really quick. I say really quick, but it's probably not going to be quick. So I'm using, I don't carry a lot of the beach stuff, but I did find this ribbon here when I was at Sims, and I'm going to use this. It looks to me like it's got, you know, that beach feel to it. It's got that aqua color with the white stripes in it, almost like a cabana ribbon. I love the beach too. I would live at the beach if I could afford it. I can't afford a house on the beach though. No, not yet anyway. Maybe a lake or a pond. I could probably afford a place on a pond. Alright, I've got this aqua color with the starfish and the seashells on it. Again, the one with the ore. Now this is a little bit brighter, or I mean not brighter, a little bit darker blue, but it does have that aqua color in it, so we're using that. I'm going to use again this window pane jute. And then I have this natural with the blue starfish, which I know they look really dark blue on here, but they're actually more towards this aqua color than they are a dark blue. Hey Nate, I see you. All right, I am going to do, let me think what kind of bow I want to make. I don't know that I want to do all long tails just yet. So I think I'm going to do about 6" for now, because I can always add the tails. All right, I'm going to do a 5.5" loop, and I think I'm going to do 4 of these. Now this ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. What's everybody up to tonight? Poor Susan had to clean up a flood tonight in her house. I mean, it wasn't a bad flood, but it was a water leak from a toilet. Poor thing. It's not one thing, it's another. You want to learn how to make a cute St. Patrick's Day wreath? I've got a couple videos on my Facebook and YouTube of St. Patrick's Day wreaths that I've made. Probably be easier to watch them on YouTube because I cut out some of the chit chat from over here because I record them and then edit them. I know I'm going to knock this off the table, so I'm just going to set it down here for now. And I'm going to do the same with this one. I really like this one. I got this one when I was at Sims this weekend, or this past weekend. Sims is a wholesaler here in North Carolina, for those that don't know. So you have to have a resale license in order to shop there. But even if you're not in North Carolina, you can shop with them if you have a resale license online. So this one I'm going to do at 5 inches. It's a very thick ribbon too. Your boys were in Boy Scouts until high school? Yeah. We tried it, but he just didn't care for it. Alright, this one I think I'm going to do just the one loop on each side, I think. I really like this window pane. It's a jute. And it's just got all the I mean, it just gives a real nice beachy theme. Let's see, I'm going to do, yeah, this one. Scrunch that down. And I'm going to do 2 on each side with this one. Hello, Melody. How are you? Y'all ever have one of them days where everything you touch just, falls over, falls apart? I'm having one of those days today. Every time I walk by something, it's like I just barely touch it and it falls over. I had a stack of ribbon up here and I barely walked by and touched them and they all tumbled over and... Yes, I know it's been a night for you, Susan. Thank you, hon, for coming. You didn't have to do that. I know you got stuff to do. I think I'm going to keep this one about the same. So it really doesn't matter if you twist this because it's really the same, but just because, habit, we're going to twist it. You sold your second wreath? That's awesome. Congratulations. Yay. Everybody give Melody a hand. Yay. I can't do it. Hey, Peggy. Whoops, I guess I need to go through the pegs and not through the ribbon, huh? All right, so we've got 2 of those. Spread these out. You're welcome. That's exciting when you make those sales, isn't it? All right, and then I think we're going to add this one. And we'll finish it. Do I want to finish it with this one or this one? I'm going to finish with that one. Thank you all. You guys are so sweet. Can you feel the love, Melody? Hello, Sherry. All right, so this one will be a little bit shorter. So this one's going to be about a 4.5. And I'm just going to do 2 of these, 1 on each side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it this way and this way. Hey, Debbie. All right, last one. All right, and then this one I'm going to do, we'll do 2 on each side. And probably a center loop. Hi, Sandy. Where did I get the burlap square mesh? This one came from Craft Outlet. All right, we're gonna fluff these out, cut this off. I got some new ribbons and signs here to show you guys too. If you haven't seen my page already, because I did list them and post them on my page, but if you want to see them in person, I've got them here to show you. Forgot how to swallow. Back to basics, back to basics. All right. Let me see. I guess it really doesn't matter what color I use. We use purple. Oh, I didn't do a center loop on that. Maybe we won't need one. Maybe I'll just use something in the center of it. All right, so I'm going to use a zip tie to hold all this together if I can get it around here. I may have to, let me use a longer one so I don't have to struggle with it. I'm going to use an 11-inch one. Because it is kind of thick with all these thick ribbons in it. All right, so I'm going to give it a pinch to where it just gets it tight enough to where I can lift it out of here and it won't fall apart. When you get done, there's this divot right here from where those pegs were. We're going to move our zip tie into that position and pull it around to the back, the locking mechanism. Let me straighten up my ribbons here. Some of them are a little twisted. All right, and then I'm going to tighten it some more. Just enough to where I can fluff those ribbons and not worry about them. She goes live at 6:30 in the group, Hardworking Moms group. But not today because she had a issue. She'll do it again on Friday. All right, so we got these two here. I want to pull them out that way. Need a fluff box. Yes, I know I can make one. I just have not done it. It's just one of them things where it's easier if somebody else does it for me. And right now, hubby's not home to do it, so. When he gets home, he can make me one. All right, so I'm going to take all of these and pull them out. Yeah, I should have shared his picture, but he'd probably get mad at me. He just got a haircut and he trimmed his beard and cut his hair, and he looks so cute. A fluff box is just that, a box. It's a wooden box that has a screw on it to help you with bows. You attach your bow to it, wrap your wire or whatever around it to hold it on there, so that while you're doing this with your bow, fluffing it out, it holds it in place for you. So it's kind of like an extra hand. So it holds it in place so that you can do this without it pop, like right now it's, popping up on me whenever I move stuff. It would hold it down so I could pull these ribbons out and it wouldn't move around. So it's called the fluff box. Hubby's doing great. He's anxious to come home. It's getting down to where he's only got about 45 days left. So he's getting anxious to come home. He's not yet counting the days. That'll start soon. But it's too soon for him to start counting the days yet, he says. So, but it'll be soon. But yeah, he got a haircut and trimmed his beard, and I always love it. When he was in the military, you know how they get their head shaved? I love that feeling. So it reminds me of that. I'm just pulling some of these out that are not as long as I wanted them. So they're not all the same size. So I'm making them all the same size. So there is our bow, and then I will cut these other tails that I did not cut. Now we're going to pull that tight. And I'm going to slip my, doggone, I should have done that first. I can still get it under here though. If not, I should have done that first. All right, so take your little needles. Do they ever extend them? You talking about my husband? Yes, they do. As a matter of fact, there is a possibility he could be extended because the person that's coming in to replace him may not get there in time. So there's always that possibility. But we try to stay positive and not think that, that's going to happen. So, so take those needles that you get. I carry them in my shop. You get them in a pack of 3. They come in a little resealable bag for you to store them in, and with my card. And I just got my wire up underneath there, my pipe cleaner up underneath there because I pulled it too tight, too soon. So that's another thing they're good for. So don't forget to use those needles if you forget to. Now that I smashed my bow, but that's okay. We'll fix it. All right, I'm going to cut this off. And then this pipe cleaner is just for attaching it to my foam. So I'm going to twist this. Yeah, he's still coming home in August. His date is the middle of August. As far as we know right now, it'll be towards the middle to late August, because he'll have to quarantine for at least 7 days. He won't have to quarantine for the full 2 weeks this time because he's been vaccinated, but he does still have to quarantine for at least a week. So, right now that's the plan. So he has to go to Indiana to quarantine when he gets back. Which is, that's fine. It's better than the 2 weeks, And who knows, between now and then it could change. So, he may not have to at all. Yeah. Well, the last time when I had my surgery, my daughter was here, and him and I were FaceTiming, and she saw her dad, and his hair was kind of long at the time, and she told him he had fluffy hair. So, he had to get rid of the fluffy hair. Alright, so that pipe cleaner that I put on the back is what's going to help me attach this to my thing here. So let me see where I want to put my bow first. All right, I think I'm going to attach it to the front. Call it carpet head. I always love the feel of it when he gets it cut like that. Alright, so I'm going to take my floral pin, put that around. Alright. There we go. Much better. She kills me too. Alright, so there we go. There's that. Alright, so now I'm going to take... Sorry that took so long, guys. Let's take some of our goodies that we got here. Two. Let's do some lighter green too. And this one. Alright. Let me throw these over here. This is why I always have to clean, because I just throw everything. Alright, so let me get these all bent in a direction that I want. Alright. So what I want to do is I'm going to come out like an L shape. I'm going to go up and out over here. So out here, up here. I know, hon. I don't blame you. So without covering the sign, preferably. So let's see. This one goes that way or this one goes this way. Doesn't matter. I can cut them down, but if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Alright, so we're going to take this one and we're going to put it going up. So we'll put it in the back. Push it down in there. You love my laugh? Well, thank you. Hello, Tammy from North Georgia. Welcome. Let's see, we're going to go on the side. And another thing about that sheet moss is you can still get things through it easily. So it doesn't prevent you from putting things through to the foam. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let that one stick out the side there. Alright, so there is my... I'm just going to mess up that bow. It's hard to hold this thing up. But it's even harder for me to work with it on a stand, too. I could probably try. I think I'm going to do a couple more. I want 2 more of these. Oh, so what has everybody been up to this week? Anybody doing anything fun this week? Are kids out of school? Hello? I'm going to take these 2 off as well. Oh, thank you, Sue. That's the whole idea, is to have fun. You know? That's really what we're here for, is to have some fun. It's a day to forget about anything that's going wrong and just have fun and hang out with friends, you know? We can't all get together in person, so why not hang out together? Hey, Joy, how are you? Yes, on Friday we are going to see our grandson that lives in Pennsylvania. They are coming through to go down south. So they're going to make a stop here so that we can visit. So we are so excited about that. There we go. I like that better. So yes, we are really excited. And it'll be the first time that he gets to meet his my son's other children, so his siblings. So we're really looking forward to that. We don't get to see him nearly as often as we would like, but so we are very thankful for when we do get to see him, when they pass through. There we go. I think I'm going to move that up just a little and then put this one down. There we go. Alright, that looks better. So there, we've got 2 of them there now, and now I'm going to use some of these lighter green, and we're going to go towards the bow with this. Since they're shorter, I want them in the front, and then we're going to put other stuff in behind them. So I'm going to take these 2, lots of glue strings. I was editing last week's video and I was laughing at all the stuff we were talking about last week and goofing around. It will be, yes. We saw him in September. I think it was September that we saw him last. So it's always fun to see him. We don't get up that way, but they come down because they go to South Carolina to visit family there. So again, we're going to go right in here. This one's going to go maybe in between. There it goes. Yeah, it was September. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's what's nice about using the glue pot. Even though that glue is hot, it doesn't burn you like a glue gun would. You get glue gun, you know, if you get glue on you from a glue gun, that hurts, that burns. But with the glue pot, it doesn't burn, as you know. I mean, it gets hot on your hand, of course, but it doesn't scar you for life. I mean, it probably could if you turned it up higher, but I don't keep mine up that high. There we go. Alright, so I like that. Look at that. Of course, the bow, you know, we'll fix that as we go. It's not going to stay pretty with me working on this. See, you could call that right there and call it and be done with it. But of course, but wait, there's more. Yes, her granddaughter is a pistol. She is a mini Susan. I am telling you guys. She is a mini Susan. You ordered a bunch of fall ribbon? Awesome. Alright, the next one I'm going to add in, I think is going to be this tall one. And then we will add in these smaller bead grasses. But wait, there's more. I always loved that. I loved her giving the cicadas their swimming lessons. It's so much like something one of my grandkids would do, I'm telling you now. It was so funny. If y'all did not see Susan's video over the weekend, you need to go to her page and take a look. Her granddaughter was playing with the cicadas in her little Barbie swimming pool. It was so cute. But wait, there's always more, of course. Made pine cone wreaths. And you have a new set of fingerprints, exactly. Use a glue gun or a glue pot. It'll be a lot easier on your hands. My hand's doing well, thank you. I know. Yeah, when she hit Susan's phone, yeah, Susan was not happy that day. I do remember that one too. Yeah, she was mad at her. Oh my gosh. Her granddaughter was so mad at her, and she hid her phone from her. And I think she was supposed to be on my live that day. Or was she, no, doing her own. Was it your own live, or were you going to be on mine, Susan? And she wouldn't tell you where the phone was because she was mad at you? Oh, she is something else, I'm telling you. Yeah. I thought Susan was going to come unglued. Hello. I think it was her live too. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. It was. So I'm just pushing these all up. Pushing these up towards the top. Because we don't need that much stem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was your live. Yeah, that was what, that was last year, or? Oh, that child, I'm telling you. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. This just reminds me of, you know, something you would see at the beach. So how many of you have done a tobacco basket before? Anybody that has not done one? I love working with them. There are so many things that you can do with these. I want to make sure that you can still read the sign. And this just says love the beach. We can always push everything away from the sign. I don't want to cover it up, but I'll worry about that when I get everything in, as long as I'm not putting it directly in front of it. All right, so now we're going to put in some of this bead grass, and I'm going to cut some small and put it right in that center part right behind the bow. Not yet. Y'all need to get one and try. I'm telling you, you will love them. You will love them. You can get them. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. They don't have them in a bunch of colors and that. They do, but they do have them in like the natural colors and stuff. And you can get them sometimes the ends of season. End of season. Let's say that in English. End of seasons. Is a good time to get them, because then they're usually marked down. But even if you got it, at 40% off, it's still a good price. I'll put this one in the back. But they're just so easy to work with. Oh, shoot. Pull it apart. Just push it up. You can find them at Hobby Lobby. You can find them at Michael's. They all carry them. Yes. Practice, practice, practice. And you can't mess them up. You really can't. And you don't have to glue your stuff in either. You just put it in. If you don't like it, then you pull it out and do something different with it. That's always the best thing, is just don't glue it in until you're sure. I mean, I know it's a hassle to go back and have to glue it in, but it's better than, making it and not liking it. So that would be my suggestion. I've done that many times, not glued stuff in and then gone back and once I'm happy with it, glue it in. So I want to pull these up a little bit so that they intermingle with the others. All right, let me hold it up so you guys can see it now. And again, I will move it away from the sign. I did not see the green ribbon. I did take a picture of it with me, but I did not see any. They did not have a whole lot, to be honest with you. Supplies are going to be hard to come by for a while because of everything going on. And, there's a second wave of COVID overseas right now in some areas where some of our supplies come from. So it is going to be rough to get stuff. All right, so I'm sticking these up underneath the bow. So if you find things for fall and Christmas now, I would suggest getting them. Don't wait. I mean, if it's not on sale, I would wait, but because it's going to be hard to get things probably until next year. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we've all just got to kind of adapt. But yeah, they don't know when it's going to be. you know, when things are going to pick back up. But, you know, they're having some dock issues over there. They're having, you know, there's just all, you know, like us, you know, there's things that happen. All right, these they put so much on one stem that I might have to break this up. Yep, arrange and then glue. Absolutely. So I'm going to take a couple off. So there's only a couple of stems on here. And I give them all a little slight bend so that when I put them in, they kind of pop up and not lay flat. And then you can pull them up so that they don't all look like they're laying in there on top of each other. Yeah, you're going to have to get creative and find other things to do. Like, you know, right now we can't get wreath frames, you know, as easily. So you make things like this. Or, you know what, you use a piece of wood. I have videos on my YouTube where I show you how to take a scrap piece of wood, turn it into a door hanger. You can make it into a rail. You can make it into a centerpiece. I need to do one of those. I haven't done one for a while now. All right, so I keep these extra stems from florals and that. So I'm going to take and put these on this stem, since I took them off the other one. No, I poked it into the styrofoam. I took a, I put a pipe cleaner on the back and twisted it, and in, you know, in the, where you tie the pipe cleaner together, that hole, I took one of these floral pins and I put that in there and glued that into the foam itself. Your Dollar Tree has frames in California, buy some up then, because you're going to need them. I went and looked at ours today. I haven't been to ours in probably 2-3 weeks now. And they had 18-inch frames, and that was it. And I don't need 18-inch frames. I mean, if I had to use them, I would. But, you know, I started with an 18-inch frame, and I have plenty of the 14 to last me, but I'm always looking just because, you know. Got to make sure you got plenty of supplies. Alright, I'm going to take one more and do the same thing, and then we will use the other stuff and we will be done. Don't think I need any. I can put a couple pops of this white in. Don't know if we'll need it. Got a case of 36. That's good, because we hadn't been able to order them for a while. Every time we tried ordering them, it said that they would cancel the order and say that they couldn't get them. So that's good if you were able to get them. I know it's in certain areas they don't have them. I haven't been on their website in a while. So yeah, I mean, just, you know, using other things. You know, evergreens are going to be hard to get too. So you know what? Hobby Lobby is starting to put them out now. When they go on sale, guys, grab some of them. Because Sims is not going to be able to get as many as they normally do this year. From what they told us. So we just have to adapt. Yeah, that's what they did. The last time I tried ordering, they canceled my order. So I'm just taking this darker blue and weaving it in areas under the bow where the other is. There. I'm going to move that one up a little bit there. Okay, let's see what I got to put in here now. So we've got a little bit of an opening here behind the bow. So let's put some of these in. I think I've got 2 of these left. And these just have these little white flowers on them. So I'm going to push them up. Your Dollar Tree got some in. That's good. Yeah, they are starting to get some in. You ordered last Wednesday and got them on today or yesterday? Good. That's pretty good. Let's see. Get that over there. There we go. I'm going to put this one right in the center of this stuff right here. I might have to take this other one apart because I'm not liking this one. So if it does not come out easily, just take and snip it off at the base like that. There we go. Come on. All right. Yeah, and I still have this hole right here. Need something something small to put in there. This needs to come around. There we go. I'm going to take a couple of these off. Yeah, right there. Well, that's not the way I wanted it to go. The grapevines, they had just gotten a big shipment of them in. They had ovals and they had rounds. And I grabbed a whole thing of ovals because I have rounds. So they did have those. I'm just folding that over. But yeah, they had just gotten those in. So what they have left, I couldn't tell you, but they did have them as of last week. All right, let me see how that looks. I'm going to pop some of that white in there. Okay, I think that's... I didn't put one over here, did I? Yeah, Hobby Lobby. My Hobby Lobby does not have a lot of grapevines right now. But and like I said, I already have like a case of them that I had gotten when Joann's had them on sale. Every now and then they'll have a really good sale on them. Either 2 for $5 or $2.99 a piece for 18-inch grapevines. And the last time they had a sale, they were 2 for $5, I think, and I bought a case of them, so I've got those. I've got a bunch of evergreen, the round ones, out in the garage. And what else? I've got a couple of teardrops. Yeah, this has got to be moved over here. These guys have got to be moved. There we go. A little better. That's a little better. go. All right, now we're going to put this in there. Come on, get off of there. Oh, I threw the one I was going to use over there. All right, so let's take a couple of these and poke these in there. And then we'll put the seashells or the starfish in, and we should be done. And I will show you all some signs. Hello, hello, hello. How do you make a swag? Well, you can make a swag a couple of different ways. You can use a teardrop or an evergreen form. You can buy a rail. They're also called rails. You can buy one of the rails. It's a metal frame, long rectangle metal frame. You can just use two really nice long picks. Like floral with a bunch of florals on it. I just got some for, what did I do with them? I just got some I could show you. You could use that to make a swag out of. There's so many different things you can use. I have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. I do have a category for swags. So you can look at that and get an idea. Yeah, that white looks good there, and I think I'm going to push one to the back. I love making swags. You can make a door swag. You can make a table swag. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, we're going to do two more of those. All right, two more and then we'll be done with this. I really like these. Where did I get these? That came from Michael's. I'll have to get some more of them. All right, I'm going to put one over here. Yeah, I like that. Now I'm going to put one underneath there. Then we're going to put in our starfish and we'll be done. Now, if you can still see your foam, you want to cover it up with moss or something. Or you can take some like boxwood, something like that, and put that in there. Oh, what's sticking out here? Oh, no, I went too far out with one of them. Got to clip that off. All right, so let me clip this one off because it's sticking out. There we go. You don't want anything sticking out of your mesh, your foam. So make sure to cut any of those off. Luckily, I only have the two, so we're good. All right, so let's see. There we go. For a fireplace? Oh, yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. Trying to think of which one I've got, what video I've got like that. There's one I did that is an aqua colored one. I did it last fall. I'll look for the video and I will post it for you. Post the link so you can go and watch it, where I took these really nice sprays that I got from Hobby Lobby and I put them together and made a swag, and it would be great for a mantle. All right, let's do these. So I'm just taking these mint or aqua colored ones off of this little spray or pick, whatever you want to call it. Now these came from I have to think where these came from because I don't quite know. Tag says Regency, but I don't know who carries Regency that I would have bought them from. And these are going to go in between my bow loops because the stems are not quite long enough for them to go. Nope, I don't like that there. I'm going to do it this way. No. Right there. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate y'all being here and hanging out with me and putting up with our craziness. So I'm just lifting my bow or my loops and putting these up underneath there. We're going to dovetail these little tails. Make sure I go the right way. Alright, so you don't want to dovetail this window pane, but I am going to cut it down just a little bit because it doesn't look good dovetailed at all. So I am just cutting these ribbon tails. Oh, well, that one went flying. I'll keep this one a little longer. Alright, so I got one more here. We're going to put this one right up here. Don't think it needs to be that long. I don't think we'll need that little chair because there's no room for it down there. You wouldn't see it anyway. Really like these. They've got little glitter things on them, although that one didn't have as much as the other ones did. Alright, so there's that. Oops, almost dropped it. And like I said, if you weren't here at the beginning, the sign was already attached to this, and they used these little screws and bolt or nuts to hold it on. And because they stick out, what I'll do is when I have to heat it back up, my glue gun, I will take it and put hot glue over that, and it'll make like a little cushion so it covers it. So it won't scratch their wall or their door or wherever they hang it. And two, it will keep anybody from hitting it and getting scratched by it. And I'll probably take and put a little hanger on the back of this. What I would do is go through this thickest part right here where these two cross right here, where the two pieces of wood cross, and make a little hanger there, and it's behind the sign, and then they can hang it up on a wall. Because otherwise you would just have to hang it up with it in the basket, and I'd rather have a hanger on it. If it were me, I would want a hanger. So these are all listed in my shop. They are sets. So you're going to get the sign, which is a 10 by 10 wooden sign. All of them are 10 by 10 wooden. And then you're going to get the matching ribbon to go along with them. Now these are all still on the roll because obviously I haven't cut them up yet because I don't cut them until I sell them. But with this sign here, you're going to get 3 ribbons. You get 5 yards of each ribbon. You're going to get, they're all going to match the pumpkins. You're going to get a leopard print. You're going to get the gray and white check. And you're going to get the mustard to go with the pumpkins. So 5 yards of each of those with the sign. These are all listed in my shop. That one says Welcome Fall. This one has got a leopard print background. It has the light blue or the aqua color truck with sunflowers in it, and it says It's Fall, Y'all. So you got that one. And that one's going to come with they only had a few rolls of these left, so I got all that they had. It's a turquoise with the leopard print truck. It's got leaves on it, and it's got little orange pumpkins in the back of the truck. So you're going to get that, 5 yards, and then 5 yards of the sunflower. So put some light blue or turquoise with that. Oh, that would be so pretty. So you're going to get those. That's another one. And then the last one they had was this gnome one. You always got to have gnomes, you know, because everybody loves gnomes. Well, most people do. It says Happy Fall, Y'all. It's got the 2 gnomes. Driving in their little car. They're convertible with their sunflowers. And you're going to get 5 yards of sunflower ribbon. And then 5 yards of this rust color. I love this rust color. It is so pretty. And that matches the hat for this gnome right here. So you get 5 yards of each of those. So those are all in my shop right now. They're all listed. I put links up to them yesterday on my page. But you can go to wreathdecorbydawn.com and see those. I still have some other ones. I still got this one for fall as well. The Cotton Pickin' Blessed with the... These are separate. These are not sets. The sign and then the 10 yards of cotton pickin' ribbon. It's not cotton pickin' ribbon, but it's cotton ribbon. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your week and be kind to one another, please.